right. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Florencio Files. Up here in the top right-hand side in Protoss, it is none other than him, the dark demon that comes from the depths underneath our houses, our homes, down there where the plumbing lies. That's right, he is, of course, the sewer mermaid, Florencio. And today we are actually doing the Power Hour, the Super Hour, the Special Hour of the Florencio Files. We are collating a few of his finest predilections, a few of his tastiest trophies, and we are going to be casting all of these together for a whole hour. Might even go a little over an hour by a few minutes. Down here in the bottom left, his Terran opponent, probably his victim, though. Florencio, thankfully, does send me losses. I always encourage him to include at least a few losses in every pack. It's KMG. Now, Florencio here is going for a, I guess that's a hidden cannon rush? Okay, all right, we're back on Pillars of Gold, by the way. Second probe comes in. Okay, first probe is like, hello, I am a normal probe. I am here to scout your base. KMG's like, oh, hello, scouting probe. Would you like to taste my drill? Are you sure you don't want to taste my drill? The probe is like, no, thank you. No, thank you. Oh, are you sure? Let's remember it, guys. Every single SCV is probably some sort of conscripted prisoner, psychopath. And, oh, he does see the cannons. Okay, 2 cannons going down over there. And we're going to build 2 bunkers, both out of range of the cannons. Holy shit. The last time I saw someone just move their barracks back and then just build bunkers not in range of the cannons. Is this even a Florencio game? This is like just a totally reasonable response. Maybe pulled a few too many SCVs early, but that's fine. You should pull out of range, no reason to fight the cannons, you lose the depot, that's fine. Okay, you know what was this, like two SCVs, you lose a depot, surely you're already rebuilding. Okay, you're not already rebuilding, that's okay. Florencio has opened up with a sneaky cannon rush and a gas steal, and that's fine, that's not the end of the world. I mean, as long as you just keep macroing and dropping mules, you'll be fine. Only 2 workers on, oh shit. KMG starting with an exceptional defense, and now is like, I'm going to be supply blocked and also not mine gas and also not clear the assimilator. Oh, shit. Florencio is going to take advantage of this to build a cybernetics core and send another probe out on the map. Wait, what? What's he need another probe for? He's already got one here. What are you doing, Florencio? What is the stupid follow-up we're going to see this time? I mean, this is PvT. This is a matchup where Florencio tends to like making Tempests. Where is this probe going? It's going over here. Oh, corner base, of course. Tempests, Colossus, Psystorms. His 3 most favoritist things in the entire world, right? Florencio loves those because he likes the Terran to make a big army that looks good, and then he likes to hard counter that. So normally, right, he cannons, they go tank. He goes Tempest. Tempest kills tank. Then they make like Marines and Vikings, and then he Psystorms and Colossus the Marines and the Vikings, and then he laughs at them with a mothership. That's usually like the general PvT guide to how to be a piece of shit as a Protoss player is basically to just mess up their build with the cannon rush and then hard counter all the obvious counters that every Terran player does. Wait, why is there a bunker here as well? What are we doing, buddy? We're building... What is this Terran doing? You're just hanging out up here? Okay, we're gonna build a command center. All right, some high level play. Wait. So Florencio's building a Stargate here, a Nexus down here. The first tank is gonna come out. You can start working. That tank is mighty exposed. Oh, KMG! You gotta get out of there, buddy. You gotta get out of there. Florencio runs forward, starts to snipe that one, and he's gonna pull on back a little bit. So, okay, so at this point, this Zealot's basically standing there, and he's going under attack, just peering into the window. So if you imagine these guys in the Marines, the tank, the SCVs, they're all sitting there in the privacy of their own home. One of them's taking a shit, and he looks over and he sees just in his bathroom window. Do you guys remember, what was the neighbor in Tim the Toolman called? Wallace? What was his name? Williams? Fucking Wilson, right? Was it Wilson? Was it Wilson, the neighbor in Tim the Toolman? I think it was fucking Al. A neighbor Al. So he basically just sees that. A shadowy figure with one of those hats that only older white perverted men. Maybe it was Wilson? Maybe Al? Al was his co-man. It was Wilson. Okay. So yeah, basically he has one of those hats that only older men who you find out later on were pedos the whole time. One of those, you can't see his face, you just see shadows and he's kind of peeking in. That was that zealot there. Thankfully, this Terran player, rather than going, why is there a guy looking through me bathroom window while I take a poo, did decide to literally kill him with 2 siege tanks and a shitload of marines. So not a bad choice overall. Unfortunately, we're now building cyclones, which is probably not the wisest unit. There is also 0 tech or economy progression for KMG. There's an orbital, but is blocking his own gas, still isn't fully mining off the other gas, and there's no production other than marines building one at a time. The only thing going here for KMG is the fact that the sewer mermaid is so busy staring at his handiwork over here being annoying. Wait, is he actually going to kill the tank? Pull back! What are you doing, mate? The void... Wait, no, you're not going to lose a void ray as well. Oh my god! Holy shit, did you guys see that? That void ray just walked up there, unzipped his fly, and the tanks just went, what's that? And he said, what, really? This is my lucky day. And he just peed on these fucking poor tanks and killed them. The Cyclone almost died as well. KMG, literally with no survival instincts. It's like we took an alien and we took him into some sort of, you know, really fucked up, dangerous urban area. And people are like, hey man, can I see that watch? And KMG's like, okay, just hands it to them and they just fucking run off. Like, that's essentially like, what? Who just leaves their tank sitting there and runs a cyclone and almost gets it killed? Florencio's basically playing against some guy who's come out of some sort of weird commune and doesn't understand the nature of the mean streets, or the mean sewers, I guess, as this is pretty much Florencio's hometown here on Pillars of Gold. He is, of course, only at 30 probes, despite having literally no pressure on him. For the last 4 minutes of this game, Florencio has managed to build about 6 workers in that time. So, very impressive macro, as always. And now, Tempests. Tempest pretty good at picking off cyclones from afar. Not so good versus Vikings, because the Vikings can just kind of slide on and shoot them. But what I'm really impressed with, I think most of all, is KMG's ability to run the units back and forth. So you can always tell when Florencio has confused his opponent and distracted them enough that they're doing basically meaningless tasks. So you can see here, we're now on KMG's victim cam, and he's scrolling around mindlessly while queuing cyclones and Vikings. He has lifted the expansion. He's going to take the gas. Is that in vision? That's almost it. Take the other gas, you bloody idiot. What are you... Wait. Oh my god, Florencio's like, he's not trying to move out very hard. Let's go look for it. Florencio immediately checks and is like, yeah, nah, you dickhead. Get out of here, man. So he's going to lift it up, go back. We've got 1,000 minerals. We haven't thought about building more barracks or factories. We have put a 3rd worker on gas, but I think what we're seeing here is the standard Florencio effect. And this is where a player who probably has a build and can play rather competent StarCraft, 125 APM, right? Even more than that. This is the sort of player who you leave in a game where they can do their normal plan and they're like, bam, 200 APM, barely any unspent resources, super solid play. You put them in a match with Florencio, and from the moment his first cannon rush hits, it's like watching your grandma play. What do these little fighter ships do? It's a cyclone? Cyclone? It's because their brain's already broken. I mean, why do we have 2 turrets at the front of our base? For the life of me, I cannot answer that question. Like, what is the purpose of these 2 turrets? Like, well, then I can defend. Yes, but you don't need to defend. You need to break out. They don't do anything for you. And why aren't you building units? Oh my god. Okay, KMG is finally going to move down here. Meanwhile, Florencio has set up a 2nd layer of douchebag. He's like, come down the ramp, dickhead. Come down the ramp. Come down the ramp. He's just basically poking his head out of little sewer vents and just licking his lips. He's leaving little turds on the ground. Basically what Florencio is doing is he is playing Home Alone. He's like, ooh, he got past the front trap, the thumbtack on the doorbell or whatever, you know? So now he's putting little shits on the ground that he's going to slip over in and hit his head. He's basically preparing special strains of poo-flavored bacteria. So if he can manage to, like, you know, it stick out like a rusty nail. So as KMG is trying to crawl out of the sewers, he might cut his arm in the rusty nail. Poo gets in the wound, bam, bacterial infection, dies 3 days later. You know, all that sort of stuff. Essentially, it's the Sewer Mermaid Home Alone special. 2 Void Rays, 2 Tempests come forward. He kills... Did he just kill like 3 Cyclones? Oh, he got 2. 2 Cyclones, but he loses a Void Ray for it. It's not free. Behind this, Florencio doesn't have a transition, but he's got Blink. Oh, this is modern Florencio, isn't it? I forgot. This is Pillars of Gold. This is not a really old map. You can see that he's going to try hard micro these Stalkers. Look at that. He's focus firing, and he blinked forward and clicked on the command center all within 5 seconds. And he's going to leave one there. Oh, does he... Wow, he leaves one there as well to block it. By the way, you know it's Florencio, guys, because he's got a Nexus on 1, on 4, but it's only that Nexus. He said, oh, this space isn't important anymore, so he's replaced the Nexus with the corner Nexus on the control group because science. Also, he's made Warp Gate this time around. Now, normally, he only makes Warp Gate, or his old reasoning, which he told me, so after asking for an update, was he only makes Warp Gate when he wants to make Storm, because he wants to warp in the High Templar in the back of his base so they don't see them popping out and Storm comes as a surprise. That was always his reasoning. The only time he thought Warp Gate was worth getting, because he doesn't like to get things for no reason. He likes to have a reason for it. So I'm going to have to ask him why we're using Warp Gate with Blink Stalkers in this game. I guess he wants to warp in down here or something like that, but this is very un-Florencio-esque, and I am a little surprised to see what we're looking at. Oh, the Tempest! Okay, the Tempest going down. Florencio, though, he set up a whole bunch of cannons and batteries. They do a fair amount of damage. The siege tanks are working their way down. KMG here, all relying on these fancy tech units, but the Viking count, there's only 6 left. Those 2 Tempests, I think it's okay. The tank does take out the cannon. The Tempests are very low. Those Vikings could easily hunt them down, but KMG a little traumatized. Does he have the confidence to chase these Tempests down? He should. Florencio trying to do some try-hard stutter step. You can tell he has become a master of that little joystick on the Xbox controller. Hey, Neeb has taught him fucking well, mate. The Stalkers! Holy shit, the parting blink! Did you guys see that? He grabs the Stalkers and he blinks them in and then manages to kill a Marine and a Viking. He pulls back at the perfect time as well, only losing a few Stalkers. Florencio is fucking off the chain right now. I hear some barking. It's like a wild dog is in here, man. Holy shit. And now he's swapping into Immortals to smash the siege tanks as well. Florencio here has also made it to 45 probes. I don't know if I've ever seen him with this many workers outside of one of his Macro King games. Is this the blending? He had his Macro King account, his Dexterminator account, he had all his accounts he did his different things on. Has he gone back to Florencio and he's mixed all the skills together now? He's made some sort of macro-micro pie. I mean, did you see that? He blinked forward, killed a unit, got out, didn't even lose anything. This is basically better than parting. Did you see that? He landed hits. The only reason he didn't kill anything is because KMG got lucky there. But he's going to scientifically try and take as many tank shots as possible in this game while also losing as many Stalkers as possible. Because remember, look at the supply. Luca D, says Todd. He's back casting StarCraft, thank God. And he says, Luca D supply. And you know what? You know what? Florencio says, shit, yes. This guy might realize he's losing. What can I do? What can I do? Okay, let's start blinking Stalkers in one at a time. How can I've got to inspire his confidence. It's like, we've got to give him a little bit of hope. Otherwise he might leave. He's like, I'm really not done stabbing his corpse here. I want him to stay in here longer. So Florencio's just feeding Stalkers in one at a time. Oh, he's going to go in now. He says, oh, whatever, fuck it. Let's just get some stabbing on. And he does just start going. God damn, it's like that messed up. Oh, damn, yeah. He just comes in and wipes that army. Though, to be real, guys, KMG has had thousands of minerals for minutes and surely has a good reinforce off the massive production behind this. Is building 2 tanks at a time. KMG, handling high-pressure situations well. Welcome to Mech Players handling high-pressure situations with finesse and poise. I love how a mech player can get his gas stolen at the start, have no gas the whole game, and be like, I'm still only making siege tanks. I'm like, you could just make a few more barracks and make a big pack of Marines, and it beats literally every unit your opponent's built this game. And this guy's like, no, I will not do that. No. I'm a mech player. I'm like, okay, if you're a mech player, you probably shouldn't get your second gas stolen, should ya? By the way, I like that Florencio hangs in the game for an extra 40 seconds, and he does just keep stabbing the corpse like it's a bloody mommet that he's using for his sympathy magic, like out of that Wise Man's Fear, Name of the Wind novel. Except he's not a wizard trying to survive a hard situation. He's a psychopath who's just literally a corpse is washed up in his sewers and he's having fun with it. It's disgusting. Let's go look at the next game. All right, it's a brand new one. We're going into Beckett Industries, one of the new maps, and it's going to be Florencio's Terran. Rusta says, good luck, have fun, Florencio. Apparently he's been running into some salty people. He's playing on his You Gotta Lose. He says, but do you GG? As I'm sure he doesn't encounter many people who GG. His lovely probe here with the Nexus on its hat. Had a lot of fun trying to play charades and act out Florencio for a couple of my friends yesterday. That was an interesting one. They're like, Protoss, F2, Nexus, F2, cheesy Protoss play. And I'm like, get it, come on. These are all like, yes. I'm like, Nexus hat. They're like, hat? It's a hat? It's a Nexus hat? I'm like, yes, get it, god damn it. Took him a while. Up here in the right, in the blue, this is Rusta. All right, drone versus SCV, drill versus little pincy crab claws. What wins? Well, it turns out 2 drills beats 1 crab claw, so fair enough. Rusta's drone does scout nice and early. Never a bad idea to scout early. I feel like it's so good because encouraging yourself to harass the opponent, even if you just do it a tiny bit in between other actions, it's going to make you a faster player, a better multitasker, you know? And like, you're going to see if you're getting cannon rushed, if their buildings are not in their base, which means they're proxying you. Such a good thing. I think everyone should probably go grab a dickhead drone. They say, you drone, you are now Captain Dickhead. I'm promoting you. You know, grab a probe, grab an SCV, go block their expansion for a little bit. Go attack a dude building a building. Steal a gas. It's usually gonna give you some good info, even if your plan is macro-oriented. Are you fucking kidding me? That wasn't even a misclick. There is no way that was a misclick. That was literally Florencio looked at his handiwork and was like, that's not a full wall. Let's cancel the whole thing. Why are you building this? Why? It makes no sense. You don't need all this supply. What are you doing? Why do we need 3 depots and a bunker and a barracks in the wall? 24 out of 39 supply. I never see 24 out of 39 supply except in Florencio games. Except in Florencio. It's the only time I ever see that number. No one else builds 3 depots before a command center. Not when they're this low on supply. Oh my god. Whoa, he's making an orbital. It's a minute late, but still, he's making an orbital. Oh my. Okay. So orbital fact. Wait, what is this? He's hanging out. He wants to expand, but maybe. Wait, what are you doing? I don't think Florencio even knows what he's doing, to be honest. I'm pretty sure he's like, I want a corner base. I also want a factory. And I also want an expansion at home, but I also want a wall. And I have no idea what order I'm doing them in. I just know that at the end of the day, I want to make my opponent sad and hopefully quit playing StarCraft. And I'm like, I'm with you. I see your approach. I understand it. He's going to damage the drone. Oh, a return to the classic rule of science I see for Florencio. For those who've never attended Florencio's science school, for kids who can't macro good, the University of Science, they do teach in one of the, I believe it's one of the first year courses. I'm not sure if it's in Science 101 or another one. Basically, they teach you about how damaging Zerg units is especially impactful because it increases the total damage output that you can get. So anyone who's new to the Florencio files might not understand this concept. So just to quickly rehash, I know you guys have been watching for a while, you understand. Basically, if you damage a drone but kill it, you can only do 40 possible damage. Whereas if you damage a drone like this one for 35 hit points, let it regenerate those 35 hit points, that gives you an extra 35 damage later. So you've actually just done 35 damage times 2. So rather than doing 40 damage to kill a drone, he's just done 70 damage to one drone. Therefore, he is basically just being more effective and efficient than most StarCraft players. So that's essentially Florencio's base rule of science. I hope you guys definitely apply it in your games. It at first did confuse me a little bit, but it basically just kind of, kind of took a little while to add it all up. And once I actually put it into the test in the games, yes, there was a few people who shouted at me. They said, "The fuck? Are you fucking with me?" And I was like, little do they know how much more damage I could do a little bit later in the game. So we're going for a Banshee right now and a Fusion Core. So the Banshee is popping at the time off a 1-base build that two Banshees with Cloak would have arrived off an expansion if this was a TY game. Okay, good to see. Tight build order. Battle Cruisers coming in now as well. To be fair, though, we do have a Planetary erected on the natural, so we are safer than TY. You don't see Florencio just die to a Ravager Lingwall, do you? Tryhards. Oh, wish he played like TY. You could have his Battle Cruisers and Banshees out faster. No. Come on. So the first Banshee, Florencio's first movement across the map, he's like, haha! And he's going to try and fight a Spore Crawler here. The crazy thing is, I always feel like a single uncloaked Banshee for Florencio can often find more damage than like 2 or 3 cloaked Banshees can for a normal human. And I'm not sure if it's because he's got that sweet siren song where he kind of lulls his opponent into making really stupid moves repeatedly over and over again and essentially handicapping themselves, or if it is just because he has some special magic technique that involves the actual usage of the Banshee rather than his opponent not defending it correctly. Banshee's now going to come in and hit an extractor before leaving. Okay, not bad. He's got the gases up on the natural. They're not mining just yet. And he's going to be going for another command center, a starport, and another factory. Okay, so we've got a mixed composition. So I think we're going to see tanks out of the factory, battle cruisers. Oh, whoa. The first BC teleported in. Sorry, guys. It's already killed 2 queens, has it? Oh, holy shit. Holy smokes. I was like, where is the first BC? It teleported across the map. And it's just going to fight the queens. There's no spore between the bases. Oh, he's doing the classic move. Florencio's going to drop a mule, and it just reaches up and starts healing the junk of the battlecruiser from underneath. Meanwhile, Ruster there with a big brain move. Notice how he tried to build the Spore Crawler underneath the units in his base? That's how you can tell it's a high-level player. And when I say high level, I mean, yes, he's probably drinking paint thinner while playing this game. Florencio, though, is going to match that by standing his ground in the face of the Spore Crawler. He says, that doesn't hurt me, bitch. He then tries to micro out of it, but stops still in range while still hitting the hatchery and loses the battle cruiser. That there was probably one of the most exceptional plays I have ever seen in all of StarCraft. I should quit now. TY should quit now. Maru, Beyond, you guys are terrible. And also, look at this amazing Spore formation. He's just going to click on the hatchery. He's just going to click on the hatch. Oh my god. So fucking dumb. You've got 5 spores. Move them. Move them over. You don't tell me you're going to lose your Spire right now. Please. Please, Ruster. It's bleeding out because it doesn't have creep either. No. Oh my god, he moves 1 spore up, but oh, it dies. He gets to the Spire. Oh my god. Behind this, we have a Liberator Viking transition. So, okay, this is one of Florencio's let's use every tech unit in the game compositions. So this is going to be basically high level stuff. I like how he builds the bronze turret still, by the way. The bronze turret, for those who don't know, is a turret that is behind your mineral line. Because, like, if you don't actually look at the orientation of the map, say you could just see this little area here, you'd be like, oh, well, the mineral line is exposed from behind. I mean, if you forget that the edge of the map is there, yes, right? But, like, units could just fly in from over here and just sit here, and the turret would just be like, oh, I can't defend my worker line. So that's what we call the bronze turret. It's where you always build it behind the line, no matter what. Like, this one happens to make sense, but I'm convinced it's pure chance, and Florencio always puts it there anyway. Meanwhile, Ruster is answering with a Piss Squad, which is not too bad. He's rebuilding the hatchery as well. And as long as... Wait, Ruster invested in Mass Corruptor, but is still massing Spore Crawlers? Holy shit, someone's paranoid. How many spores have you got? 10? Why have you got 10 spores? Your only units shoot all air units down. You've got air superiority. Why are you still paranoid? Florencio, wait. Are you serious? Oh my god. You really? You need a fucking ride? You know you can just raise the depot and walk them down. Florencio's like, no, thank you. They need a ride. Oh my, have you guys ever been driving around with your friend? You're going to like a restaurant or the shop or something, and you're like, oh cool, it's right there. Let's park. And they're like, oh, and you're like, there's a parking spot right here. And they're like, it's 200 meters away. And I'm like, yeah, let's park. And they're like, I don't want to walk that far. And I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ. I'm like, I'm like, seriously, it'll take us 1 minute. And they're like, yeah, too long. And they would rather drive around the fucking block for 10 minutes, hoping that they can find a spot. And I'm like, I'm like, you're not fucking 130 years old. You don't have any physical handicaps. You have no excuse for being this lazy as a human. That is those first 5 SUVs down here. They're like, oh, we could walk. Nah, we'll load it. To be fair, I'm pretty sure Florencio does get a little bit of a stiffy just when he uses abilities that don't get used that much. Like, he's like, wait, I can load this in here. You know, it's something about using the thing you never use. For him, StarCraft is like a theme park. He wants to go around, ride all the rides, press all the buttons, and just find a way to generally do things different. Speaking of which, 10 minutes into the game, he's built a Reaper and 2 Hellions, 2 Liberators, and 9 Vikings. He's now does he not know Liberators can't hit buildings? What? The Corruptors are just standing there. What am I looking at right now? The Vikings are like, oh shit, that's a lot of Corruptors, man. I've never seen Vikings land to run away before. That was amazing. Oh, on the other side of the map, that's great. Not like that. Not a whole army of Vikings land. I don't know why the Liberators got out of there, but I think this game just got special. So now he's like, shit, he's got those Corruptors. So Florencio's going to build Thors to counter the Corruptors. This is actually brilliant. So he's going to go mass Thor now. Oh, Rasta unzips his fly. Rasta. Kind of sounds like I'm saying Rasta, right? Rasta. Does actually take down the command center, and with a bit of the old public urination, drunk person's favorite weapon. Ghost Academy's going. Okay, so Florencio's going to make every tech in the game. So this is a game where Florencio has confused and befuddled the opponent. So the opponent basically has the entire game to recover economically and build a good army. Now the Zerg is using this in order to make lurkers off 40 drones. We are here in peak StarCraft territory, where the Hellions are going to burn a few drones before they get bored and say, oh, we're not just harassment units, we'll fight a fucking queen. Look at her, she's just a fat fucking donkey anyway. Little do they realize that she does actually throw razor-sharp knitting needles into the fucking engines of those Hellions. They explode. Meanwhile, her sisters do transfuse her back to full life, and the Zerg does defend. Only loses a few workers. Unfortunately, guys, the siren song is in his ears. We've got a Zerg player who does not realize that their drones die whenever they build buildings. So this Zerg at some point had a decent economy, has now pulled workers off to have almost no workers in the main. Only 10 in the natural and minerals. An almost completely unsaturated third, but thinks they're on a 4-base economy. So there's like a whole thing about different people have their blind spots, but there are a lot of Zergs on the ladder who, if they look at their newest base and they go, well, that has 11 drones. They go, I have 3 bases plus 11 on a 4th. I must have about like 70 or 80 workers. I'm doing pretty good. No, you've got 38. Rebuild some drones, mate. What are you doing? Meanwhile, Rust is just sitting there like, oh, well, I'm setting up me attack, aren't I? I've got me 6 muters walking through sensor tower range. I've got my Corruptors also walking through sensor tower range. And I've got me pack of roaches in the top left. So this is a 3-pronged shit show is what this is. Oh my God. Oh my God, the roaches are going to go in. Oh my God. Okay, so but then the roaches just ran away. He went in with the roaches and then he panicked and ran. I think he accidentally did it as well. Oh my God, he accidentally sent his roaches home. The muters click in, don't get microed at all. They damage a tech lab and then fly away. And then he starts macroing. Oh my God. I have never... He painstakingly sets up 3 separate control groups, moves them in simultaneously, and then goes, oh shit, I should probably macro, and just goes home and does some injects and builds some more roaches. So Rust here, giving all the time in the world. So Florencio now is in full-on I'm telling you guys, he is at full mast. He's got Thors, Vikings, Liberators, tanks, and now nukes and ghosts hitting the field. I'm telling you, if he wasn't fully erect before, he definitely is now. This is like, he's there, he's raging. He's literally struggling to stay conscious. He's got so little blood left in his brain at this point. He is just like, oh, I get to use all the units to fuck with my opponent. So he's going to be nuking, running Mass Thor around, and using Viking Lib. What I really hope is that he can kill all the Corruptors and Mutors, and then his Vikings can run over and kill every Overlord, and we can see a Zerg at like 180 out of 0 supply. I think that's what we might see. The Zerg now is going for another tactical maneuver. Notice how he's grabbed his whole army with an F2, and he's moved it to the bottom of the map, and it is now sitting there. The Zerg has not built a drone in a long time. He built 12 workers! Oh my god. How many queens do we have? And why are they all on one hatchery? What is this Zerg's play? Oh man. So this is actually like one of those RTS players who's like sick good at a different RTS, but just doesn't know what the worker count should be. A Zerg, I think? I'm not sure. Either way, Flo is going to be building some tanks and Thors. Oh, the Mutors come in. That's not very many Mutors. What is this? 3 Mutors and 9 Corruptor harass. What are you doing? Oh my god, he clicks it back like 2 centimeters, and then his units just get aggroed through missile turrets and Thors. Oh my god, this is an absolute disaster. Florencio's Viking micro. He moved commands onto the Corruptors, and then the Corruptors realize and fly away. Holy shit. What is this? 2 brothers. They got mech suits. And it's a 2 Thor run by. 16 minutes in the game. This is a Florencio special. Oh, I see. He's like, your guys, I know you're the slowest unit in the game. You're going to do a run by. They're like, oh, we can't run. That's fine as long as you just fucking get yourselves killed while I drop a nuke. Oh, shit, he noticed. Wait, it's fine. There's another double Thor. This time it's a drop, which actually kind of vaguely makes sense. The Ghost is actually going to kill more with the snipe and attack than with the nukes. What the fuck is he nuking the high ground for? Is he trying to lure the army into... No. He's going to try and hang around as long as he can just to lure his opponent into the nuke. He was hoping he wouldn't see the red dot on there. He's only going to get an Overseer with it. But it's still something. Still something. It's not the worst. Could have been worse. 2 more nukes on the way. 9 Thors building right now. This here is peak StarCraft, guys. I like that Florencio, you know, he drew some inspiration from Ketroc. He realized if you build enough static defense and jerk it in your corner of the map for long enough, your opponent does lose their mind, literally. What I also love is that his opponents always give him so much time when he's Terran. But then at some point, if they're Zerg, they'll then just build 40 workers and suddenly have a decent economy. And I'm like, why didn't you do this earlier? These roaches are going to smash it. 0 response from Florencio because there's a lurker run by on the south that he's dealing with. Oh shit, Rusta's actually doing some good moves now. Rusta runs the lurkers in, forces a distraction, kills the base up there. These roaches could smash at least a few of these units. He's got 2-1. He does have roach speed. He kills a Thor. He kills some units. He's going to get a lot of these Thors. Oh, this is actually a good trade for Rusta. Rusta's got more money than Flo, I think. Oh, maybe not actually because Rusta's worker management was really poor. But he's going to kill the whole army. Oh my god. Oh my god. Rusta's actually going to fucking kill him now. Rusta's just like, hey, I figured out how to make some drones and roaches and how to put them on your army. And I'm going to win the game now. Or are you? Because look at this. There's a Ghost, a Thor, and 5 Vikings doing a run by. For some reason, there's a pack of drones over here. God knows what's going on. He's actually not mining off a 4th yet. So Rusta's economy kind of sucks. And does he know what Overseers are? Didn't he make like 4 Overseers? He made Overseers, but he doesn't use F2. This Zerg doesn't know how to use F2. Oh, this is the sort of Zerg who definitely needs to know how to use F2. I'm just saying, dude. Playing at this pace, you should just be F2 in that shit, man. There's people out there who shouldn't. You, Ruster, use F2. Get those. He's used it. Here they come. The Overseers are coming. The Overseers are coming. Oh, another nuke goes down against 4 roaches. And that hatchery is deep, deep, deep down. These Vikings are killing this hatchery. The roaches are just fucking standing there. Meanwhile, Liberators have sieged up over here. Once again, Florencio's obsession with always sieging 2 Liberators on the exact same spot, on top of buildings rather than workers, If someone can explain this to me, I know. I got kicked out of science school many years ago. I missed the course on the double Liberator siege up on the exact same thing. If anyone out there could explain his scientific reasoning, please do. But the number of times I see Flo do that, it's crazy. It's crazy. Speaking of crazy, he just picked up 3 landed Vikings. He put them in a medevac, and he is now dropping the main base with 3 landed Vikings. I am telling you guys, he is turgid AF right now. The sewer mermaid is in his element, having a laugh. He's pulling back weak Vikings to put in the medevac. Oh my god, he feels so good about that. There is, I tell you, he has the giantest shit-eating grin. He then decides to just re-drop them and get them killed. He's trying to do Warp Prism Micro. He's trying to do Warp Prism Micro. Oh my god. Neeb is laughing. Tears running down his face. Neeb is sitting there eating popcorn. Florencio's like, oh, hey, Neeb, I didn't see you there. How you doing, housemate? How you doing, buddy? Neeb's just like, I've never seen Micro that fucking horrendous in my entire life. Florencio's like, oh, what the fuck, man? Dude. Seriously? That's fucking bullshit, man. I'm here, hanging out, being a good housemate. I cleaned up your dishes yesterday. You're gonna laugh at my Micro? That's fucked up. Pass the guac. Stop hogging it all, you dickhead. Meanwhile, Ruster comes in with some more lurkers. It's another Thor drop. The Hydras are simply move commanding past. Apparently they have a peace agreement with the Thor. He doesn't have muscular augment, so he doesn't have the Hydra move speed upgrade. Oh my god. They're picking up the fucking Vikings and then landing. 2 is better than 1. It's science? I don't think that covers it. I don't think that explains. Why are they on a building always? Why are the Liberators on a building? Can somebody explain that to me? Okay, dodges the vials. Can he pick up those? Oh, he saved them. He saved them. Oh, they're overseers. Why are the overseers never with the army? How many times are we seeing ghosts right next to Roach Hydra? You know what's crazy as well is this Zerg player always finds the nuke. He finds it, pulls half of his drones. You only pulled half the drones away. What are you doing? Hide, 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 hide. Oh my god, ow, ow. It's another Thor drop comes in. 1 dies in the medevac, I believe. The other one, transfuse. Don't you dare lose. Okay, he does keep the hatchery up. And he knows how to transfuse. This is what I'm saying. This Zerg knows how to use a lot of abilities. Clearly has some high level, like, knowledge of the game, but also doesn't know how to build drones. Why? Wait, did he just build 5 spores and 2 spines when he's got no workers? Are you fucking kidding me? Did you spend the last of your money on static defense when you already have a map covered in static defense? Holy shit. Is this Zerg literally Twitch Plays Pig, Twitch Plays StarCraft from the other day, where they just killed their own drones by building unnecessary buildings repeatedly until they had no economy? Oh my god. Why? Stop building spores. Make drones. You were winning this game. You were winning every fight. Okay, pulls back from that. No. Pull back, buddy. Pull back. Oh no. Secret agent, man. It's secret agent, man. Launches a nuke from in range of the spine crawler. Not his wisest idea. He's gonna have to use that to clear a path here. What I like about Florencio as well is how he'll nuke the same spot 26 times before moving to a new base. He's like, no, this is the base I'm nuking. And I'm like, okay, but if you considered maybe it would be a little surprising if you came up here and then nuked this base. And he's like, no, this one's still alive. Or like he'll get 4 ghosts and 4 nukes. And you're like, he's gonna nuke 4 bases at once. And then he walks in and does all 4 nukes on the same base. And you're like, why? Why? He's like, well, then it guarantees the kill on the hatchery. I'm like, it pisses me off even more that, like, on surface value, what you say makes sense. Like, it makes me so mad, you know? He's like, yeah, because, like, just 1 doesn't even kill a hatchery. Like, it barely tickles it, you know? You need 4 to kill a lair. And I'm like, no, it's stupid. And he's like, it's science. My name's Florencio, and welcome. Welcome to the psychedelic school of science. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Ghost is going to run. Whoa. Oh, I like that. So this here is not about actually hitting good targets. He's basically going to clip the hatchery and some lava. What it is about is it feels cool to shoot one across the chasm. And Florencio, he likes doing cool things. Boom, boom, boom. Plus, he's also a baby murderer. There was like 12 babies there, dude. That's literally targeting the infirmary ward in a hospital, you sick puppy. Florencio's there just like, yeah. Well, I didn't mean to kill them. I just meant to feed them all poo and turn them into little sewer mermaids. If I ever see Florencio anywhere near a maternity ward, I am gonna fucking, no. I'm literally gonna be like, you need to leave now. You seem like a cool guy in person. You seem like you're nice enough. The mermaid thing is a bit of a joke, but I don't want you near my children. Like if Florencio came over to my house, I'd have to make sure I get a babysitter if I had kids. Like, you know, like that's the sort of thing. Like I would not want to let him near my children. You gotta just make sure he doesn't influence them, because I'm pretty sure they turn into serial killers otherwise. Oh, look at this. It's Hentai Town. Their Hellions fantastically microed, all going into a spot and then not being targeted on anything. That was a 12 Hellion run by. I don't think he killed a single drone, but Rust has forgotten about his drones. No, all but one. One of them has to leave now. Says, you've been naughty. And can you rebuild drones now, Rust? Rebuild drones. I like how Florencio just puts his opponent in enough situations that their brains break. Like, that really is it. I'm looking at this game and I'm thinking about it in the context of recently dipping my toe just a tiny bit back into Remastered and Age of Empires, and how playing an RTS you're not used to can be so overwhelming because you don't know how to react to things. You're like, should I do this? Should I do that? There's no pre-planned anything. You're just trying to figure things out as you go. And I feel like that is literally the state he's put Rust in for this entire game. Is Rust just being like, is this good versus that? Like, I've never played versus Battlecruiser, Thor, Ghost, Hellion, Widowmine, Liberator, Viking. Is Siege Tank. The Roach run-in worked before. Will it work again? He takes the worst fight of all time there, by the way. Planetary has 11 kills. The Liberator killed 7 roaches there. And now he builds 16 drones, but Flo's coming across the map. Oh, I kind of like the Ling run by, but not on the Planetary. If he goes for the natural, and oh, even there's the planet. If he goes into the main, that's the one base. Uh-oh. So here we go. It's a 0-0 Thor counterattack. Now, if he was just able to build like 30 roaches, maybe 35, he could crush this one. Probably even, just 30 roaches would do it. Oh, Rust, I would not fight there, buddy. I would not fight there. Triple Thor drop in the main. Why is he not just beating the Roach army? Florencio evacuates with half of his army. The Ghost gets focus fired. I'm telling you, this Rust kid is good at StarCraft. He just doesn't know what workers are. Holy shit. Frost kills that whole army. Loses his tech in the main, unfortunately. Does lose a hatchery. Kills the Ghost like a second from that nuke landing. You gotta lose. Oh, he's gonna lose a Thor to a Queen. The 3-2 Queen kills a Thor. Queens aren't meant to do almost any damage to Thors, but because the Thors have no upgrades, this is always the funny kind of end situation. Is Florencio out macros someone at some point, and then he ends up trying to kill them with 0-0 Thors, and he always takes like the worst fight ever, followed by the worst fight ever. You can see he's almost always units lost for Hydra Terran. It's great. He's like, Terran's meant to be the less efficient race because they have guns. Everybody knows knives are better for guns. I'm like, what? He's like, he's like, knives, you can stab and you can make smiley faces on their stomach after you chop them. And I'm like, okay, Florencio, please stop talking. Please stop talking. The NSA may be listening and they may put you in prison. Oh, Queens versus Thor's going down. You gotta get out of here. Florencio trying to do some hot pick. Oh, no, he chooses the red hit point medevac because he's a daredevil. But he's got an expansion that had to lift there. This one's trying to go up. He's got a Liberator facing the wrong way on the base, but it is what it is. The Zerg player is back up to 65 drones. Dude, this Zerg can still win. Rust can still win this game. If Rust can just transfer these workers to new bases, keep expanding. I mean, Rust has just got to get gas. If Rust can just keep taking bases and moving the drones around, that's like the big skill that's been missing this entire time for us. Florencio, though, I do admire that he's used almost every unit. He's now added Ravens, because that's the logical next. He's like, I need detection to kill lurkers. I need Ravens. It's Ghetto Bird time. Is he dropping auto turrets on a lurker? Yeah, just 2 auto turrets beat a lurker. Fair enough. I guess that works. Your army was right next to it, but you know, use your energy. Why not? It's fun. It's
Thanks
fun.
for the Bezos bucks.
6 factories there, a couple ghost academies. We've got barracks there still. More and more command centers going. Both of these guys unable to spend their mineral banks right now. Oh, the planetary trying to get up. Can he defend it? Yes, not enough roaches there. Only a small pack. And the single mutalisk once again queuing up for Rust because, you know, there's nothing better than a single muter against a guy who's making Thors. That should be helpful. Still, oh my god, put guys on gas. Guys on gas. I love how Rust is like being tactically quite sound in some situations, but then we'll just spend time following Ravens with a single corruptor instead of putting workers on gas and then just stand over auto turrets. Don't, what do you know? Oh, he's trying to build muters to deal with the auto turrets. In comes round 17 and double Thor drop. Oh my god. Jesus, this is literally it's that scene where they're airlifting the bloody Gundam out into the ocean off Japan or whatever in Pacific Rim. I mean, he just keeps doing it. I mean, he's only fighting mini kaiju, which kind of helps. The broodlings just killed a Thor. Uh-oh. Oh, the roaches ran in and killed a few tanks and Thors there. The Hellbats and the planetary do survive. That Thor though, killing drones one by one. Oh my god, please put workers on gas. Please put workers on gas. Rust, you have so much money. Oh my god. Yeah, this Rust player does not focus on economy management at all. Meanwhile, Florencio is just there. He's got his Thor. He's like, yeah, you want to stroke your Thor out of the medevac, then into the medevac, up and down. I'm like, okay, this is really weird, dude. And he's like, literally, because that's what he's been doing. There have been points where I think he could win the game, but instead he chooses to just lift and drop Thors and landed Vikings. There's something about it. It stimulates some part of the sewer mermaid. I haven't studied sewer mermaid anatomy, but he's like, yeah, just pick it up, you put it down. Pick it up, put it down. I'm like, what are we doing, Florencio? It's fucking weird, man. He's just like, well, I'm killing his extractor with my Thor drop, aren't I? The muters come in. They kill the Reddit point medevac. He's going to have to come back with all of the roaches. Please put workers on gas. He went there, put workers on one gas, but not the other. Rust. What are you doing, mate? Oh, my God. Okay, the Muta Corruptor tries to get it, but look at that. Florencio says, nah. Forgot to say the magic word. Nah. Oh, my God. This Thor is Captain Chaticus Maximus. Ass face. Guy who farts on your face, bare ass, and gives you pink eye and doesn't even apologize afterwards. That's right. He's the broest of bros. He takes pranks too far always. He has zero self-awareness. He doesn't high-five anybody. Why? Because he fucking chest thumps them. Even if a girl tries to high-five him, he fucking says, fuck that shit. He jumps in the air and titty thumps her with his own gigantic overworked pecs. We are talking about the broest of bros. Bro McBroho, Bro McGogo, and I've got to keep track of him, to be honest. Where is he? These Hellions are going to actually kill a fair number of drones. These Thors, Bro's brothers over there. Where's Bro? There he is. Okay, we're going to keep Bro selected for the rest of this game so I can find him. 12 kill Bro up there. Nuke coming in. Oh my God! Who gets that order and carries it out? Who gets that order and carries it out? This ghost is an absolute psychopath. Who followed? No! He actually hits. Takes one for the team. Where is Broseph, by the way? Guys, where is Broseph? Broseph arrives. He's like, hey, guys. Where are those roaches? I want to fuck some up. Yeah. Oh, man. My lats are so sore. Oh, man. You know what it's like carrying these guns around all day? Jesus, fuck. The Ravens do manage to take out a base. Russ still struggling with putting workers on gas and moving workers to new bases. Somehow still in this game though. To be honest, I don't know if he's ever at a point where he should really lose it. I do struggle with the constant muters being rebuilt. Why are you building spores? Stop it. It's like literally if Russ could just not build static defense, would be an infinitely better player, right? Would have so much more money. New Parasite is on the way there. Isn't there only one Infestor? Yeah, there's only one. So where's Bro? Bro is down there. 287 hit points. He is still alive. The Bro of this game. Okay, so that is there. These Thors need to work their glutes, apparently. Yeah, they do. Their ass is invisible. Holy shit. Their upper back is worked out like hell. You can't even see their ass. Damn. All right, so we're going to see another nuke. Another nuke. Okay. Oh, secret. He's thinking of... He keeps doing it on the high ground. They can see the red dot even when they don't... So I don't think Florencio realizes that you can see the red dot even when it's in Fog of War. Oh my god! Wait, can he not? Oh, he can't now. He could see it before. Never say die. What a thing to say as you fucking die by launching a nuke right in front of your own face. I love that Florencio so rarely, like, he's like, I could launch it at maximum range, or I could make him take one for a team. Now, anyway, where did Bro go? Bro? Bro? Where's Bro? Oh, he's still down there. Bro's down the bottom of the map. Bro's not going to be part of this next fight. It's Hellbat Thor. The base goes down. The Thors are doing pretty good on the top line. Oh, the Ravens. Will the Ravens save the day? Did you see that corrosive vial? Oh my god, that was a little off center. Uh-oh, Bro and his gang. Bro's taking his gang to attack the right side. The Infestor there is going to get burnt to a crisp. Oh, who wants burnt slug? Fuck yeah. Let's go. He's attacking both sides at once here. Is Florencio. A Neural tries to go down, but it gets gunned down. There's just no army. Where's the units? Roach Ravager zergling here. The Queen's trying to defend on the right. The base on the left going down. Rust has got to just get his shit together and defend one of these, or he's going to go down. Anti-armor missile just covers it. Throws a pack of Doritos in the face of Rust. Does Florencio. And oh, look at that shit. Fuck yeah. He's going to throw down a ton of those auto cannon, auto turrets there. The Hellbats and SCVs are in trouble, but the Thors are doing damage. Rust, it looks like, is in trouble right now. He's got 17 lava. He's going to start using some of it to build roaches. Unfortunately, not all the hatcheries are control group. There's a whole lot of loose lava around the map. All right. Wait, Florencio. He's trying to squeeze up the ramp. Can he get up there? Oh my god, he's trying to get up there, but it looks like those guys have been separated from the Pac-Man. He's going to take down a few roaches, but they will go down. Those two, it looked a little bit like they may have been working each other with their two guns interlocked as they went down there. They said, it's all over, man. But at the end of it, they do pretty well. Now, I think this is Bro. He's down to 182 hit points now. He's got 20 kills. He is a commander. He's hanging out with his two sergeant buddies. Bro! Broy McBroface! Oh no, Broy McBroface, and his whole command goes down. Wow. Florencio finds a way to lose an army 3 times larger than his opponents there, but it's okay because he's got a 19 Hellion run by. The problem is there's no drones to kill. He's like, and I'll get you drones. There's no drones left, bro. Oh my god, look at this. Look at this. He says, have you ever played Snake, mate? Have you ever played Snake? He's going to try and kill the Queen, because that's high value. You know, he damages her, lets her regen a bit. Big brain. Big brain. Hellions roll on in. Oh my god, that's the last drones. That's the last. Oh my god, there's no drones left. No drones left. He's got 2,000 minerals, but that is the last of his economy. The Hellions are now going to morph into Hellbats. The Roaches should clean this up. The Hellbats are on hold position. Oh my god. Okay, he's killing the infestation bit. Can he get it? Can he get the infestation bit? The Roaches need to move up. I mean, there's no money left, so it doesn't really matter. And it looks like this game is over. So there is no money left for Rust. Rust has been toyed with this game. His brain is broken, though, and he will not leave. He builds 6 more roaches. Hopefully he goes for one big all-in. Florencio is only building Hellions and Ghosts right now. So once again, I think he realizes that Rust is in danger of realizing that he's lost the game and leaving. Florencio would like to take every corner base on the map first, and also maybe land a few more nukes and have fun with his Raven Hellion swap. So he's going to run around the map, try and maybe launch some nukes, and Rust is going to go rebuild a hatchery. Really? You're going to try and rebuild drones one at a... He's rebuilding drones one at a time and trying to... Okay. Why not? Why? Of course, Flo's going to nuke this now. Double nuke, right? Double nuke, Flo? Yeah? You're going to double nuke that, aren't you? The 200 hit point hatchery? Yeah? Hellbat's in the main again. Oh my god. Come on. Oh, he doesn't have any nukes? Oh, he's got to wait for them to finish. Sad life. Anyways, this Roach Ravager thinking about taking down the planetary. I mean, they could kill it. It's one of many bases for Florencio, though. And look at that. 3-2 Roaches and Ravagers. Not bad, man. The nukes are now ready. Ravens are flying all around the map. I wouldn't mind them killing the Overlords. The planetary is there. He's still got that tank on the high ground. This tank is going to be a killer. Oh my god, watch this tank. Oh, it's a shooting gallery. He's been sitting in the main the entire game from like 5 minutes. Oh, he's going to kill so many of these roaches. Like 11 roaches going down. Holy shit. Raven's still flying, and he's going to try and launch a defensive. Okay. Florencio here looking for style points. He wants to, at this point, Florencio is a 400-pound bodybuilder, and he is fighting a 4-year-old child. Despite that, rather than simply pushing the child over, Florencio is basically picking up the child and banging it on the side of its head on different pieces of furniture and seeing what sound it makes. And he does finally accidentally kill the child. He's a little upset. He says, I didn't mean to. I wanted to play with it more. We're like, okay, all right, nope. No, you psychopath. No. Finally, he wins the game. What was the unit's loss? He still managed to lose as much. You just know he needs to change his pants after these little end of game sections. He's like, yeah, burn, baby. Let's have some barbecue. Anybody keen for some barbecue? All right, let's go see what happens in the next game. All right, and for our first game, we have Florencio in his least natural habitat, which is rather confusing. Do you guys know why? Because this kind of looks like poo, and he's a sewer mermaid. You'd think he'd be in his natural habitat. Let's be real, creep is poo. Like in Brood War, it's kind of pinky purple, but you turn the graphics up here, and it's like, I mean, there's these kind of spiderweb textures on it. So maybe it's got like a bit of a different consistency. It's the Zerg equivalent of poo. But because Zerg's all into recycling and stuff, they also feed off it, apparently. There's a whole weird thing going on there. Either way, doesn't matter. Point being, this is Florencio and he's playing Zerg. And this is by far the race that he has been the worst at. Now, no hate there. No shame. Clear, objective truth. Florencio just couldn't figure out how to... You have to press buttons regularly to build drones. And it took him a while to get the hang of it. Now, this is on Jagannatha, which means it's more recent, though. So this might actually be a game where he does use it. Now, here's... Florencio hasn't control grouped even his main hatchery. But he's going... Okay, so he's going for a hatch block. And he has discovered some very funnies. He's actually massively improved at Zerg. But for, like, 6 months, he was basically frozen and he couldn't figure out how to build any workers at the start of the game. Once he figured out how to do that, he got so much better. And we've started to see some really good Zerg games out of him. Right? Really legitimately funny Zerg games out of him. And this one is meant to be a good one. It's meant to be very stupid. Basically, what I've been told from the person who's vetted the replay is apparently Florencio, basically, this is him bringing in his creative art project kind of thing. And I'm not... So the idea I got from the description is it's not exactly the best play from his opponent, but it is Florencio in his... Basically, we get to watch him painting. This is the Bob Ross Florencio game, is what I've been told. So he's going to build a hatchery here and say, ha-ha, pops out this big one. You can see a bit of steam coming off the top. So, yeah, I mean, it's kind of like taking a poo on your opponent's natural, right? It all spreads out and squishes out and stuff on the ground. He's going to build queens, some zerglings. He's just being annoying, and he's expanding behind it. And he's actually got 20 workers, which is insane. Florencio having 20 workers at the 2-minute 30 mark of Zerg, I'm telling you guys, he's figured some shit out with Zerg. He's actually put 2 hatcheries on a control group as well. The ones at home, not this one. And he's going to try and run some Zerglings in. The Stalkers just walk right past. Oh, no. All right, let's see if the Stalker... The Stalker's like, where'd they go? And I'm like, they're right over fucking there attacking the probes. Where else would they be? So, where? Oh, my God. Stalkers are such stupid units. Run! 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 Kaldiak, run! Oh my God, he's gonna lose it. Oh my God, he lost his Stalker. He's gonna lose the Queen as well. And the Queen just took a shit on the ground as well. It's a throbbing alive shit. Oh no. Oh no. What is that? Look at it. Are you guys seeing what I see right over here? It's fucking throbbing. Oh, is that little globules of self-propelling shit that spread from inside that one initial shit? Oh my God. It's a shit tumor. Okay, so Florencio is literally taking a shit on his opponent's natural, and now this shit is creating more shit. Oh, Jesus, she just did another juice. Are you serious, Florencio? Why are you such a D-bag? Oh, my God. So he's basically, he's just giggling to himself. The opponent's actually making charge, which is going to make units that fight well with A move, which is really good. Just make a lot of zealots, not adepts, zealots. You're making charge. Wrong unit, buddy. Stargate, not so keen on the Stargate. Spores building at home, really smart from Florencio. Because remember, when your opponent's on one base and has nothing and you're proxy hatching them, you definitely need, I guess, you know what? They're not the earliest. I'll allow this one. He's only at 28 workers, so it kind of dicks his economy. But he's adding queens at home. He's going to be injecting. Let's be real, he probably won't inject at all. But he is spreading poo backwards, and his queen's going walkabout. So he's gonna go run away with queen. Okay, so he's got one self-propelling poo here. These are the vestigial poos. They maintain their original poo aura, but they don't actually create new poo creators. So there we go. Okay, so he's gonna spread out. Okay, cool. So he's, yeah. Okay, cool. So this is literally reminding me of when the fucking sewer overflew into our apartment last year. This is giving me flashbacks, guys. This Protoss is like us coming home and going, oh, what the fuck? There's like poo fucking water, little chunks coming out into our laundry floor out of the fucking sinkhole. And I'm like, ah! And I'm like screaming and I'm fucking running around with like a mop and a squidgy. And I'm grabbing towels and I'm trying to like fucking stop it getting out of the room into the rest of the house and shit. That's essentially Cal Nyack right now. This is like, dude, you need to call a plumber. Get not just an observer, get a lot of zealots. You need to call in help. 3 stalkers ain't gonna cut this, buddy. You need detection. You need to put in some shoulder work. This is gonna be really, really, really hard. And there we go. Spun Doctor is being timed out from the chat. No worries. Always when I'm in the middle of a cast is when he says his most crude things, when he thinks I won't read it. Void Ray is on the way. Robo as well right now. So Cal Nyack is calling in some big guns. A Void Ray, pretty good at cleaning. An Observer, yes. Supply blocked, oh no. And look at this, Florencio is spreading in multiple directions. He's still got an active one there. He's still got one here as well. So he could spread that around a little bit. Maybe hide it on the very edge. Would be really sick. So he's spreading it out. Back at home. So Florencio, besides his poo art, oh, the creator, the original artist. Oh my God, she's having a shower and she's pooing in the shower. Oh, she's waffle stomping it. Oh no. Oh, gross. That's so disgusting. If it wasn't for Reddit, I wouldn't even know what that is. Ew, don't do that. No, number 1 is okay in the shower. Number 2, no. Oh, don't do that. Oh, he's going to make a Dropper Lord. Oh my God. So this is literally going to be high technology, advanced evolution, spreader of disease. But look, Cal Nyack's called in the plumber squad. Oh my God. It's Mario on the left and Luigi on the right. Hey, where is the problem? We can smell lots of poo around here. Let us clean it up. So Mario and Luigi, the 2 Void Ray plumbers, have been called in along with the bunch of virgin stalkers and the single adept to try and clean up this bit of a leak. No, you gotta, oh my God, they left 1 active poo over there and 2 over. Oh, okay, Mario and Luigi suck at their jobs. They've been taking too many mushrooms and yeah, 1 too many late nights, hanging around. They're basically just showing up for a payday. Oh, she sneaks in the back. Surprise back door. Poo-poo. She literally snuck in through the window, did a poo on the dining room table, snuck out, and didn't leave any sign of forced entry. Can you imagine? Yeah, look at this. They're like, well, where did it come from? Oh my God. No. I don't think they've even noticed yet. Florencio here is literally basically just doing some sort of secretive 007 shit, except instead of using guns and karate chops and secret missions, he's literally just placing poos in tactical positions around the map. And then, because of course they're designed by the sewer mermaid to be self-propelling, they are creating more. Look at these probes, they're like, what the hell's going on over here? Why is there creep in the back of this base? Mario and Luigi are on the case. It must have come from over here. Okay, please get the one in the back. What's the bet he doesn't get the one in the back? There's an edge of the map. Go get. No. There's one there. There's one. Oh, he's get. Yes. Oh, hey, we found the source of the problem. Okay. Thank you, Mario and Luigi. Maybe they didn't take as many mushrooms as they thought, or they've built up a heavy tolerance over many years of taking many mushrooms. The queen on the left's going to pull back. He found one before it could even hide. That one didn't even get a chance to make any poo babies before it went down. So he's found the one on the dining room table. And that's the point where you get home. It's a long day at work. And you guys know when you're zoned out because you're just so dead from a long day. You literally open the fridge And then you're there, you pull a beer out, can of Coke, whatever your favorite bevy is. And then you just like, you crack it and you're drinking it and you're like, and you just realize right there on your dining room table is just one perfectly like piled up one of Florencio's lumps. It is literally, it is the bloody poo emoji, which apparently I can't use right now in this game. It's the poo emoji. You can see his fingerprints. He's drawn a smiley face into it, and it's looking at you in the eyes, and you're just like, what the fuck? Who has been in my house, and why did they shit on my dining room table? That is this Protoss player's life right now. He's just like, dude, this is terrible. What is this? He's got another one there. Another one over here that he's... Oh, he did... This is the first modest shit Florencio's ever done in his life. He actually had the common decency to pop that one out in the bushes. He went and hid in the bush and did that one. This is the only time Florencio has ever taken a modest shit in his life. Oh, man. Jesus. Florencio's the guy where, like, the toilet's full at a party, and you just see him sitting in the sink. And you're like, what are you doing, dude? And he's like, needed to shit. And you're like, oh, no. Look at that. He just did this stealthy comes in. They're like, oi, you can't leave that there, mate. He's just dropping around. Oh, this Protoss is having a bad time, man. He's in a nightmare. At this point, Florencio has actually macroed up to muscular augments, groove spines. He has 48 Hydralisks. But you know what's even funny? He doesn't want to win, guys. He wants to take his opponent's soul, and he knows Hydras are better on creep. So he's like, guys, come over here. Come fight on creep, please. Florencio only wants to win while fighting on creep. Oh my god, what a fucking gronk. He's like, hey, I spent all the time making this. Now I would like my opponent to appreciate my poo art. I'm like, you friggin' idiot, Florencio. Oh my god, I have never seen a man disrespect a Protoss player's property so badly. Doing it to his own original race as well. Just giant, disgusting disrespects all over the place. I gotta tell you guys have heard how I used to play the Prince and the Pineapple, me and my housemates back in the day. Let's just say I think Florencio had a different version of that game when he was in college. I think it was a different version, guys. I'm just saying. I think there may have been more than a few pink eye infections. Protoss player is defeated, and Florencio here is going to admire his handiwork. How many creep tumors died in this game? 25. There's still a few around the edges. About 1, 2, 3. I like this one. I really wish I saw that one. Can we just see that one go down really quickly while we bring up the wall of bacon, guys? I want to see that creep tumor go down. Because this, to me, it's just surprising that Florencio would have the common decency to do this. Like, Florencio the kind of guy who shits on your dining room table, but then he doesn't like you watching him when he flosses. He's like, don't fucking look at me. And you're like, what? I just saw you take a shit on the table. And he's like, don't fucking look at me while I floss. You're like, okay, I'm sorry, dude. You befuddle me, you confuse me, but you are glorious and strange in your own ways. And I guess with that, that's 3 games. That's over an hour. We conclude the Florencio Super Hour, 1 of each race. A lot of him torturing pretty much dead opponents, shitting on them, trolling them, and using a lot of abilities people don't normally use. That's Florencio in a nutshell. Inefficiency personified. GG, well played. I absolutely love it. Especially your beautiful creep art in the last game. Well played, Flo. You legend. Guys, thank you for everyone who supports the Patreon. Maxan, Colonel SC, Pimp City, James F especially, because they are conductors of the Dicktown Express, and to everybody else on the Wall of Bacon. You are all appreciated. Thank you very much. Good night.